Content warning. The following actual play may be considered disturbing by some audiences. This video may contain explicit language, violence, and depictions of trauma. This may not be suitable for viewers under the age of 18. Viewer discretion is advised.
Last we met, the agents of SHAILD arrived in Bryn Shander, the largest of the 10 towns. Wasting no time, they headed to Town Hall to see the Speaker and Sheriff. On their way, Elena noticed that roughly a third of the buildings were abandoned, and some of those were left open to the harsh weather. Upon arriving at Town Hall, the agents met Speaker Duvessa Shane and Sheriff Markham Southwell. Zeke spoke up and offered to assist the town with any major issue, especially the machinations of the Nominati. After a couple moments of confusion, Sheriff Southwell reported some of the strange happenings around the Dale. Walking beacons out on the tundra, strange, pale, sallow-looking dwarves skulking around, missing folk, and lastly, but worst of all, murders. The agents began to investigate the murders, discovering there were 3. A halfling woman from Dugan's Hole was murdered in East Haven. A dwarven man, Argyle Van Houten, from Goodmead, was murdered in Bryn Shander. And most recently, a human male in Targos. All 3 were from towns that practice human sacrifice, and word is that all 3 had been selected. Argyle was reported to have stayed in one Tilna Mello's home. They headed to Tilna's home and asked if they could speak with her and investigate the murder. Zeke and Farron checked upstairs, but couldn't find any signs of struggle or forced entry. Laurel, speaking with Tilna, found out that a very handsome, blue-eyed man asked after Argyle Van Houten, whose description closely resembled one of Call's old friends, Sefik Caltro. After a brief stint at the house of the Morning Lord, Zeke met a gnome by the name of Copper Knobberknocker, who also knows about the Nominati. He asked if the agents could deliver some supplies to his mentor, Macretus, who studies magic and the Nominati. From there it was decided that the group would head to the Northlook Inn by way of the town hall. Zeke asked to see the murder weapon in order to cast Identify upon it. He learned that this is a dagger of the Frost Maiden and is cursed. The murders were even more tied to the sacrifices to Auril. Elena took a minute with Speaker Shane and learned that the Festival of Midwinter is approaching, and the idea of holding a celebration to really stick it to Auril seemed like a good idea. Elena and Laurel agreed that some form of levity may weaken the Frost Maiden's grip on the Dale. Call led the way to the Northlook Inn in search of ale, food, and potentially more information. Orders were made, and discussions were started. Laurel and Farron recognized a lady dwarf in the corner of the hall. Zeke approached her, asking to practice his dwarven, and introductions were made. After Laurel and Lynn Trollbane cleared up the confusion that Farron had about her being a master thief, talks of the murder around the Dale were had. Theories were exchanged linking the sacrifices directly to Auril and the Nominati. Laurel, glancing out through one of the windows, spots someone that closely resembles the description she was given of Sefik. Rushing out, only footprints that ended abruptly were found. Call chased after shortly, fell to the ground, and yelled, "Sefik!" And that's where we pick up.
It was him. By that description, I think it was him. But these footprints just disappear into nothing. Was he capable of this, Call?
No, he's not a magic user. Well, that I've known him.
Huh.
And you're sure he went this way, that like he just disappeared?
Yeah, and I point out how the toe is facing that direction, and yeah, that's the direction he was going in.
DM, does Call see anything over in that direction that the footprints are like...
Make a perception or a survival check.
Oh. No, that's a 9.
Was it perception or survival?
Perception.
So you trace the footprints back to the back side of the Northlook Inn. And very similar to the way they end, they also begin with just one footprint, and then the rest of the steps continuing.
I don't know what to make of it. Elena, can you sense when others use magic? I don't know how it works.
DM, I don't think I'm able to. I feel like that's an obvious answer right there, but I'm not too sure.
If you can use detect magic while it is up, you can detect magic being used or that is currently active in your area.
Let me just see. She has like a miniature spell book that she flips through, and she sees if she has it prepared or written down. And she can burn a slot for it.
You could do take 10 minutes to do a ritual if you don't want to use a spell slot.
It's feeling cold out, though.
Maybe we go back inside and I can do a ritual and I can sense if it was magic or not.
Yeah.
That's the best I can do at the moment.
No, that's wonderful. I mean, that's a better step than we have, I think.
Rose,
if it'll help,
go ahead.
Figure it out.
Rose, go ahead and make a charisma check.
That's the charisma bonus. Ooh, that's healthy. All right.
I think Carl would be looking at the footprints. She's like, damn, you jumped foot.
I rolled a 17.
You're pretty sure that if magic had been cast, if you use detect magic now, you won't sense it anymore. You'll only sense active magic.
Unfortunately, Laurel, I mean, I could, but it's only for active magic. At this point, I think the spell would have been dispersed already. The spell has already been active.
Yeah, good to know.
But, I mean, the ritual I potentially can do in the future, though, can help sense if there's anything active and up at the moment.
Absolutely.
Still couldn't hurt. It still couldn't hurt to see if there is anything up and active.
Certainly would not.
DM, is there any way... Can I backtrack the footsteps and see if he could have seen us within the tavern at all? Like, if he is aware of us, or if he saw Call, who he would likely recognize?
So, if you follow back with Call while he's tracing the footsteps, the only window that he could have seen you through is the one that you saw him through.
Do they approach the window directly? No.
Right.
Okay.
Straight past it. It's not like they angle at the window at all. They're just walking by.
Okay.
No, actually, my instincts... I'm not too sure. We should probably go back to the rest of the group, but... This could very well have been probably some... either very cleverly laid trap or maybe not. I don't know. For all we know, it could very well be.
Yeah.
We need to be careful.
Yeah, we should keep an eye out. It's odd that the last murder was last night. And it was a town away.
2 days ago.
It was 2 days ago. Okay. Never mind. I wonder what he's doing back in Bryn Shander.
DM.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the situation with Mr. Van Houten's murder.
Yes.
Does it look like he jumped? Like, did he jump to a roof? Does it look like he was running and jumped? And just has superhuman jump ability?
Now, this check can go one of two ways for Farron. Do you think that that would be a thought he would have, or do you think he would be trying to, like, actually check to see if that's what happened?
So from when we were investigating the room where Van Houten was murdered, when I looked out the window and I saw that maybe a really good athlete could have gotten up there, I'm just trying to gauge if this is, if it's possible.
Make a survival check. It's kind of like one of those, like, if he thought that might have really happened, I would have had you do an intelligence check.
Oh, okay. Survival. 12.
Looking at where the footprints end, the closest roof is the North Look Inn, which is a 2-foot building. If this guy jumped up there, he's beyond superhuman.
Okay. So that'd be almost more like flight than a jump. Or at least Farron could deduce that.
Correct.
Okay.
And looking around, with Call exclaiming his friend's name loudly in the street, a few doors have opened, and people have kind of, like, you know, fully bundled up, kind of coming out. There's about maybe 7 or 8 people on the street. Nobody's approaching. They're just kind of, like, you know, rubbernecking.
Don't be rubbernecking. Did y'all see anybody?
The individual that's closest to you, will go with that, because they are so bundled up that that's all you can tell, is it is a humanoid. Comes close and you hear,
what do you mean by something? I think I saw something, but it's a little weird.
Well, what did you see?
You might not believe me. There was a guy. He was, walking down the side, and then he just disappeared.
What
Like,
do you mean
poof.
he just disappeared?
Like,
He
he
just,
was
like-
there, and then he wasn't. I gotta take my scarf off. Hang on.
oh, that thing's
Yeah,
terrible,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And you see it's
Mhm.
it's a regular dude. Kind of looks similar to Guy from Town Hall. A little bit older, though.
Oh, guy.
Yeah, there's that guy there. Black hair, gray streaks. He wasn't wearing a coat, you know. And he just disappeared.
So he was walking, just walking, and he just disappeared.
The darndest thing.
I think I need some more ale.
Call really quick, and she's like following, just either like probably tottering just behind him. If he's heading back to the bar with like purpose. Does your friend is your friend the type that has sort of abilities or skills to be able to handle cold, or would he need warm
No
equipment as well?
He's not no Iron Man Joe or anything. No, he needs some clothes on, but I don't know if he's resistant to any temperature changes or no. He needs. When he was with me, he would have had a jacket on. He would have had some type of warm clothing.
Mm-hmm. And she
I don't
looks
even know if. Yeah.
is Guy De, as I would call him, the second guy. Is he still like there, she kind of just like totters back to him and just like, was he just wearing average regular clothes or was he bundled up?
Kinda looked like he was wearing a button-up shirt and a vest, and his sleeves were rolled up. Strange. Nice pants, nice boots, all well dressed. But acting
Thank
like
you.
it's,
Yeah.
a lot warmer.
Yeah,
That
this
is strange.
sounds
That is
like
strange.
my friend,
Speaking of which,
but
it's
it
freaking
doesn't
cold.
sound like my friend.
I'm gonna go inside. And he just kind of toddles off back to his house.
Thank you, sir.
You all right?
Elena quickly sort of like turns over to Laurel and just like, look, I can handle cold on my best days, but when we started getting into like Icewind Dale, I started to actually feel cold.
Yeah,
That's not something I feel normally.
It's pretty bitter here. It's real bitter here.
Like I have to wear warm clothes so I don't get frostbite. Like that's how bad it is.
Let's head back inside.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's chat back inside.
Mm-hmm.
Back inside,
Mr.
Zeke
Mr.
is
DM.
with Lynn, yes? Go ahead. Laurel.
Is there something that I could roll or something to see if what he did was possibly the pass without a trace spell that Laurel knows?
I don't know. Yeah, you can roll a
don't
wisdom
know.
or a nature check.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to roll a die, really.
Or worse comes to worse, I mean, Laurel can assume it's probably that spell if she knows it.
Yeah, she thinks it's that spell. Yeah,
What'd you roll?
Laurel thinks.
What'd you roll?
A 6.
So, what you know about Pass Without a Trace is it just
Oh, gosh.
makes you more difficult to see.
Right.
That's it.
Okay. Just keep your eyes peeled. Sorry, back inside.
I mean, as attractive as the man is, I'm sure he wouldn't go unnoticed. I mean, we'll see. I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, Cole's walking back in the tavern, just walking up to the guy at the bar.
So, while this was going on outside, Zeke was inside with Lynn.
And like you see, if they can find a way into your brain waves, they'll like change the way your brain works, and they'll make you do things you wouldn't usually get to do. You see?
Sure.
I see nothing has changed here.
Sure.
Yeah. So like what are you really
Oh,
good
your
at?
friends are back. Hi, friends.
Hello.
Zeke, some more Nominati stuff's happening outside. I don't know, like people talking about, like people walking by that buildings and then they just disappear. I don't
What?
know. Yeah,
And you didn't come get me?
we coming back in now. That's why we're walking back in here.
He goes outside.
You
It's
So
cool.
we're
I'm
just
staying inside.
we're just swapping places.
You can very easily follow all the footprints back to the weird set of footprints that go from the back side of the building, appearing out of nowhere, around the side, to the front corner, and then again disappearing.
Has like footprints just coming to a stop ever come up in his time studying the Nominati?
Yes, but it was Zeke trying to disguise his own footprints by turning into an animal and leaving, so that his footprints would just end.
Does he see any other like animal footprints?
Nope.
No. Does he suspect like is there any like snow on the side, like snow that's been like on the side of the building that's been touched?
Make a
Maybe he
perception-
like
make a perception
jumped
check.
on the side, climbed up. That's a 10.
You don't see any handprints or anything on the side until you get towards the back. There's like one big call-sized handprint, as if he was like leaning down, looking over the footprints.
Okay. But this isn't like. This is weird. This is
Yes.
not normal. Okay.
Which leads you back to your original thought. Nominati.
Nominati. This is weird.
Told you.
Yeah, he'd probably just like look around for a little bit, kind of get his bearing, and then head back inside.
Alright. So inside, Lynn's like, what did you all see? What's going on?
Whole lot of nothing, and that's weird.
It is pretty weird, especially if you're acting the way you are over nothing.
We thought we saw Carl's friend. And he's just disappeared. A whole lot of nothing.
It's like
Strange.
mid stride. Mid stride, poof. No footprints.
I'm no magic user, but I've seen some spells happen in my time. I've had some wizard friends, and fancy as they are, did you smell brimstone by chance?
No.
Alright, it's not dimension door.
Farron, do you know with your ranger abilities how to make your footprints disappear?
Yes, but it's not that easy. It's not something you
Alright.
can do fast.
All right.
Lynn, does Dimension Door smell like brimstone?
Sure does. This kind of smells like a fart.
Note to self, just take a note of what it smells like when I cast a spell. I'm kind of curious now.
It's kind of just that one.
Oh,
There
okay.
are some other spells I've seen, like they can step into the ethereal realm and walk unseen by normal people.
Oh, that's
or
super neat, yeah.
Disappear and appear 30 or so feet away. There's a few ways of doing it, and
That sounds like Misty Step, I think.
it seems similar than that.
I'm familiar with that one.
And then I've seen folk turn into like birds and just fly away. So
Possibly polymorph.
what
Sorry,
do,
I've just really been studying and well read on my spells. Sorceress.
it's good. I use a bow.
Everyone's got their own magic.
It's about the most magical thing it gets.
I turn into a bird and fly away. Yeah.
Jeez.
It's really cool.
Oh, you can. Okay.
No, actually no, I retract that because I can't do flying animals yet.
I mean, you can
I
turn into a
don't.
bird and flop wingedly on the floor.
I can turn into land birds. There
And
we
just
go.
bop.
Penguins.
No, I can't swim. Okay, let's stop this
Oh.
conversation. It's just making me sad.
Look, you're just a useless penguin. It's okay.
I'm just a baby druid. Just a baby.
So, I have some theories. There's a caravan there. I've been trying to get the leader for a while. She's a bit on the shady side. Her name is Torga Icevein. She's a dwarf as well. But she employs some very sketchy people sometimes. And they usually threaten people or steal to get a lot of their deals.
hmm
So, and I'm pretty sure that the information I have is correct, I hope. And Torga's caravan was in each of the towns the nights of the murders. I can't prove that it was her or any of her compatriots, but that's a little suspicious.
Do you happen to know when they showed up in town?
The morning of, the day before. They usually stay in a town for a day or two sometimes.
Hmm.
You know, pick up supplies, sell supplies, drink the bar dry. You know, usual stuff. A second round comes. And the bartender's like, there you go. That gold's gonna get you a lot of ale.
What's your name, friend? I appreciate you right now.
Oh, well, pleasure to meet you. My name's Scramsax.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna need a minute.
Dear
Thank
Chris
you, Scram
Perkins.
Sex.
Dear Chris
Scramsax
Perkins, thank
Achilles,
you
yeah.
so much.
Is that a family name?
No, that's my first name. It's my given name.
I'm almost afraid to ask. What is your last name?
Achilles. Achilles.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Scramsax Achilles.
Mm-hmm.
He's just the first name in the book, but he needs a last name. Well,
Well, thank you, sir.
you're welcome. You enjoy.
All right then.
Carl's gonna like. They just brought ale, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Carl's just gonna sit back and he's sipping on his ale.
Not really sure where Torga's caravan's going. They kind of change it up sometimes, but you know, kind of makes sense they're gonna go to the closest place next. And after Targos, you know, that's kind of a iffy one where they're gonna go. I'm stuck in Scramsax's voice, sorry. Back to Lynn.
Gotcha.
Alright, so, yeah, there's only so many places he'd go. Or that the whole place could go. Pulling up a map of Icewind Dale again.
What would be the point of a caravan like this existing if their sole purpose is just to be thieves? I mean, there's only 10 towns. You would think that people would not stand for that.
It's not quite that simple.
It's not that simple.
Unfortunately, the Zentarum, the Syndicate, has a foothold. And some of the people that have been in the 10 towns long enough and that are completely sick of it, they turn to essentially banditry. Some of them die.
Yeah, that's sounds like them.
Well, we do know the Nominati is really trying to take over, so they've got to be in all the places, so it's really just always a cover. I bet you this, what did you say her name was? Tida?
Torga.
Torga. Right. I bet she's like, she's involved somehow.
I mean, I don't think she's smart enough to get into any kind of big organization as such as that, but I'm sure it could be possible that somebody may have hired her for something. That could be.
Very well be that she's a stooge, or either that or she's working for them. Lord knows the Nominati as big as they are, and as mysterious and nebulous as they probably are. We don't know as to what they are, but they probably have agents everywhere. And she looks over at Zeke with like a confident, like, right?
Aren't you agents?
Yes, we're agents of SHAILD.
Agents of SHAILD.
Right.
Does Torga wear a gray, coat?
No, it's more of browns and whites, furs and such.
Oh,
Grey coat. Grey coat.
okay. I mean, I was just wondering. Maybe
Sure.
she's higher up than an initiative. Maybe she's been doing it for a while.
Yeah, she
Maybe,
seems
like-
to be about my age, so... You know.
Oh, she could have been in for years.
Aye. Well, that's a little disconcerting if she's part of some bigger organization than I would have thought.
Well, I mean, didn't you say you've been, like, tracking her for a while? You said that you've been watching her. I don't know how long.
I've been following her for about the better part of a year.
Okay. And has she always been wearing the browns, or...
As far as I remember, yeah. She dresses
Okay, then she's probably been in it for a while, then. Maybe that's, like, the, like, top-tier clothes. I hear that they wear grays when they get initiated into the Nominati, and then maybe there's, like, other stuff. I mean...
Sure.
Yeah.
I have learned so much since I have met you.
I'm so glad. This is what I'm here for. I really just gotta spread the news so nobody can be really taken over by them anymore.
I mean, that sounds like an excellent plan to me.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Spicy.
Ooh, is he calling out some people on their bullshit?
A 7.
She is
Never mind.
lying.
Oh boy.
If anybody else wants to make
I
an
am-
insight check, they can go for it, but that's Zeke's.
Zeke immediately gets very suspicious, and he pulls out the book that he has. I can never remember NPC names.
Midge?
Midge, right? Midge, and he starts just scrawling notes to Midge, like, "We met this woman. She claims to be a bounty hunter. Farron thought she was a murderer. I'm starting to think that maybe there's something sketchy, and she might be working with the Nominati," and just rambling nonsense by the end of the page.
A little bit goes by, the book kind of vibrates. And I'll look into it, dear.
Insight check? Can you insight check? Is this like reading into text messages?
It would be, so I will go insight check at disadvantage.
That feels fair. That feels fair. That's a 10.
It's Midge, you're pretty sure she's on your side.
Okay. Yeah. She's definitely on my side. She's definitely looking into it. Yeah.
So I guess our maybe our next move is to look for this caravan.
What time of day is it, DM? Out of curiosity.
Right about now, I would say it's closer to about 6 or so p.m.
So maybe tackle it tomorrow.
We should probably head back, and we should also probably go through everything we've seen and gone through today. I think it's a good idea that we do tackle this tomorrow. That's at least my suggestion. Anybody else think so?
Where should we go first?
I'll kind of
To Targos?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like we'll do it tomorrow.
Who'll do it tomorrow?
Yeah.
So you finish out the rest of your ale, the rest of your stew. A second helping is brought, if anybody wants any. Lynn,
All sticks his finger in it first.
it's hot.
Yeah, like try to test it. Yeah, we ain't trying to burn ourselves again.
Upon the second round, Elena has slightly sloppier table manners. Slightly. she's actually hunched over at this time as opposed to sitting upright and sitting well into the chair. Just like, this is actually really comfy.
And can Zeke make a perception check? Is that because she's drinking too much ale? Or is that because she feels more comfortable with us?
You can make an insight check, yeah.
Where's all the insight checks?
And I'm more than happy to answer that for you.
It's an 11.
You can give as much or as little information you think Zeke would glean off an 11.
She definitely seems a lot more comfortable in general. The position she was in before was very uncomfortable, very learned. And this is new, and this is kind of a discovery for her, and she's kind of liking it. From what you can tell, she's really like leaning into it now. But like obviously so. It's a little sus, I'll put it that way.
Like how sus?
Like,
you got to remember who I'm playing. Sus is sus
think of it
everything.
Think of it this way.
The suspicion is real.
You see like almost it's like a Victorian imprint of like perfect manners, edge of the seat, ramrod straight back, and this is polar opposite like moments later. And you see her like observing and looking positions and just being like, "Whoa, this is actually okay." Yeah.
Like she's just copying the rest of us. Like she's like trying to find like a fit in kind of.
I'll put it this way: she's kind of looking a little bit more to Laurel, just like, and kind of like, "Yeah, is that right? Yeah."
Zeke, you also notice that the clothing that Elena is wearing, while a little tattered on the bottom. And cleaner now after having gotten washed, it is very similar to how Speaker Shane dresses. Very prim, proper, almost like nobility.
Okay.
I think that's plenty of information you got from that.
Oh, I know. That was way more than I wanted.
The clothing is just based off his passive perception. So Lynn is happy to regale you with a couple tales of some of her more fanciful exploits. She does not speak in flowery words. It is straight and to the point. She's like, I went out, I was hunting this guy, I caught him in a trap, I hauled his ass back, and I got the reward.
Sounds fair.
Wow.
Yep. That's about how all my stories go. Usually I don't have to kill him because I just sneak him up and whack him on the back of the head. You'd be surprised how useful a stick can be.
Lynn, have you seen any frost druids, ice druids around this area?
I've heard of them, but I haven't seen any.
All right.
Is there anything else? I think I might hit the hay. I'm a little full, and I've had a few ales.
I think I'm going to do the same.
I was just going to say, is everyone ready to head back together to our caravan and sleep? Since I assume that's where we're going to be crashing?
Yeah, let's go back to the caravan for sure. Definitely keep my eye out on the way back.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that would like to on the way back can make a perception check.
A natural 20 for 26.
God damn.
That's a
Dirty
10.
20.
Yeah, 11, whatever.
14. Oh, well.
Excellent.
I feel horrible now.
So Zeke and Farron, you guys are laser focused looking around for anything that seems out of the ordinary. Farron, you notice you're looking in all directions for any threat. You happen to look up and kind of to the northeast, and you see a very large winged shape flying east. Shadowed, so it's hard to see what it is. But, being what you are, it Make a wisdom check or a nature check with advantage.
That's a natural 20 for a 23 on nature.
Is absolutely a dragon. Far off, but it is absolutely a dragon. Miles away.
Okay. I'm just gonna point.
Zeke, you are looking around for anything out of the ordinary, more towards your level. You're down, you're looking at the ground for any weird footprints. About the time you get back near Tilna Mello's house in Black Iron Blades, you just kind of look at the ground in the alleyway between the two. And you look up to the roof of the Black Iron Blades. If this guy could just disappear with a step, could he have just appeared in Argyle's room? Yeah. You're pretty sure that it's starting to click. And you also notice at the top of the Black Iron Blades, on the roof, on the corner towards the window where Argyle's room was, there is very much a indent of less snow, like somebody was walking on the roof or something. And then you notice the dragon that Farron points out.
What? How big? What?
Can Zeke measure how far away it is?
And how
I was just
old
gonna
that
ask
thing must be?
if Farron can guess how big it is.
Right?
One of you could make a nature check at advantage, or both of you can make single checks.
Can I hold Yami up towards the sky to see if I can,
Lion
look at
King style?
proportions? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have you make an intelligence check, Farron, and Zeke, you can make a nature or survival wisdom, whichever we want.
This is what I wanted. It's a 10. Just a flat 10.
Zeke?
I got a 17 on a survival check.
Okay. Farron, you're holding Yami up, and you have a rough idea how big Yami's gonna get when he's full grown, and you're like, that's probably just a bigger Yami, maybe a mile away. Zeke, based on the slowness of the wing beats, based on how large the wings are in comparison to the body,
Okay.
this thing is probably 5 to 10 miles away. And if it looks that big there, this thing is gigantic.
Can I tell the color? Or is that hard?
It looks black against the, because you're seeing
Okay.
kind of.
Yeah.
So,
that makes sense.
not really.
I think it's just a bigger, and I'll set Yami down. I think it's just a bigger Yami, and I'm gonna pat him on the butt.
No. Listen, Farron. That thing is bigger than a house, is bigger than the inside of the caravan. It's huge, and it is like a stone's throw away. That thing is just 5 to 10 miles out. It could turn around and come for us in a moment.
How is that not the 10 towns problem?
Well, if I look around, is anybody out looking that direction?
In the center of the town, in this town square, there's starting to kind of be a little bit of a commotion. And you realize Drenger is drunk again. And then you hear him yell,
That got that bitch in the sky dragon, I get you. I'll find you. Fuck!
And he kicks a booth and starts tripping and walking to the bar.
Let's go find Drengir and maybe redirect him back towards the caravan.
I don't know,
He's
Laurel.
walking kind of in your direction.
I don't think there's many people here to really notice. I mean, there's just like not a whole lot of people here anymore. So like, maybe they're just worried about, living.
That's a dragon. That's a big dragon.
I know. That's a big one.
Does anyone know? I mean, Farron, do you know? Can a dragon make a forever winter?
I know how I want to answer this, DM. Can I make a check to see what Farron actually knows? Because he knows dragons, but
you can make an Arcana check.
Okay. Not bad for a not magical man. That's a 15.
Larger dragons, much older dragons, kind of their innate magic affects the area around them. However, not this big of an area.
Unless it's a humongous Saurus dragon.
Unless it's like...
Yeah, Farron would think that, yeah.
Unless it's like a dragon the size of this town? Maybe. Well, how big do you think it is, Zeke?
I mean, it's big. I don't know if it's quite like the size of Bryn Shander, but like it's big.
So maybe not.
Still terrifying.
Do you want to go after it? We can go after it.
Kind of yes, but at the same time, definitely no.
Not at the moment.
Well, we could like find out where it's going, right?
What's the potential that it's a good dragon?
Farron, thoughts?
50-50.
50-50, yeah.
I've had worse odds.
Maybe we could get its help.
If it's as big as Zeke says, you know how Yami's nibbles are cute?
Oh,
Those nibbles will not be cute.
those nibbles will not be cute.
Not cute.
Not cute, yeah.
Even then, I tend to hesitate to stick my fingers near dragons. No offense to Yami. Yami is adorable. It would, he would never hurt a fly. But this one could hurt several flies.
Baron rubs his arm from where Yami got him last night. Yeah, you're right.
Drengir
Okay.
is
Just have him to go, what we learned,
stumbling,
but no.
and he yeah, I found you.
Yeah, Drengir, let's go back to the caravan.
Yep, you
How's that
found us.
sound?
Sure, that's
job.
good idea.
Yeah. Hey, Farron, you know about that dragon?
Drengir.
Dragon.
Drengir, what did I say?
You said Farron.
Farron.
Oh, Farron, sorry. Drengir, do you know about that dragon?
Aye.
Ian,
Yes.
will lesser restoration heal him of his drunkenness?
It is a poison.
I'm Zeke, really wanting to know about what's going on with the dragon. Because now his interest is piqued. Is gonna go up to Drengir and like pat him on the back and cast lesser restoration on him.
A belch so loud comes out of him that some of the snow on the nearby roof kind of just slides off. And he goes, "What the frick just... What happened?
How you doing? You feeling better?
I feel fine.
Okay. You were talking about a dragon?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, what do you know about it? Laura was asking, and I thought you were being a little rude, and so I just fixed you up a little bit.
Hey, that's Adventurous. That's ancient white dragon. She's kind of a bitch.
I looked to Farron with the color of the dragon, like, good, not good? Not good. Okay.
Even Elena's like-
she's ancient and very ornery.
Okay. So you've gone against this dragon?
No.
No.
Well, then how do you know that she's bad?
She has in the past destroyed entire towns, sunk ships. Yeah, she's been a problem before.
How
But
big is she?
big. Like, and he points to the town hall. Like that. And,
That's what I suspected.
but in the last 10, 15 years or so, she's kinda left people to be.
But then what do you think she's up around here for? Why is she so close?
Oh, 5-10 miles isn't too bad. Maybe she was out fishing.
Is there a ocean that way? I thought that
Oh,
was
that's-
inland.
Oh, it is inland. You go like maybe 15, 20 miles north, you'll hit the ocean. But there are a couple lakes up there.
And where does she usually layer?
That's the strange
Roost.
bit. I think she has at least two. One far east in the glacier, one far west on a mountain.
Huh.
Could you mark them on the map for me, there, drinker? Just
Sure.
in case.
You pull out your map and he goes, it's farther east than the map shows and farther west than the map shows.
Oh,
Of course.
great. Okay.
She has a very big area.
She
sober.
like controls all of this, or
More through fear than anything else. She's not really an active threat unless you piss her off.
you people? Is that what happened to the towns? They pissed her off.
Yep, tried to make her run away, maybe kill her children, you know. Things that make dragons angry.
Yeah, babies. That was why I never had any. Huh.
No, not for me. I'm gonna go back to the caravan and sleep off this.
Yeah.
weird
We're
Yes,
like
hangover.
we're
right behind
walking
you.
and talking.
Yeah, we'll go with you. Yeah,
Cool.
just in case.
Seems good. So you all make your way back to the caravan. And by the time you get across Bryn Shander and back there, when you get to the caravan, just to the side of it in the stable yard, you see two sleds that they're kind of like right next to the caravan, and they seem to be set up for 2 6-dog teams. They are fully loaded with supplies, and you see the Maxes tying ropes and tying packs down to them.
Well, hey there, Max.
Hey.
What's going on with the dogs?
Oh, Ma bought you some dog sleds.
And dogs?
Hey, the dogs are still in the stables though, 'cause it's friggin' cold.
Oh, yeah, okay. Does anyone know how to... I mean, I suppose I could... I've never run a dog sled.
How big are these dogs?
Yami sized?
So too big for Zeke to talk to them.
Nope. Not too big. They're still in the small category. They haven't
Okay.
quite broached full medium.
Okay. Yeah, I never really know what it really means, because like
Yeah.
Zeke will attempt to talk with the pups.
So the pups are in the stables, yeah, and the Maxes will point off the direction.
Yeah, yeah.
Inside the stable, smells like a stable. You smell hay, you smell poo, you smell food, you smell animals. And you see in there, you see several aurochs, large, shaggy, like kind of like the ones that pull the caravan, except actual animals. You also see 2 axbeaks, which essentially are large ostrich-like creatures with an axe shape for a beak, and they have saddles on the back of them, and they have white feathers.
Are you saying that they're flightless land birds?
I sure am.
That's wonderful.
I love that.
So now Zeke and, if Laurel followed in, have seen axbeaks and can use their wild shape to transform into one if they so choose.
Okay.
And then you see a large pen with 12 dogs in it, and they are
Puppies.
rambunctiously playing. I mean, they are all Malamutes, so they're dopey as hell.
Yes, I'm here for this. You said it smells like food in here.
Hmm?
Do I see any like treats or something?
There's a bin of treats by the gate to the puppy pen.
I'll talk to Pharaoh and Draconic. Like, do you think we can, spice those up just a little bit? And
I mean, they're dogs. I don't know if they care, but sure, yeah, I can make them.
well,
taste
I
even
mean,
better.
we really want them to like us, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So maybe just like I don't know. What do dogs like? They like raw stuff, right?
Like meat, fish.
Can we make them? Ooh, can we make them taste a little bit more like fish?
Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, let's do that.
She hops off your shoulder onto the edge of the bin, and you watch her like dig around to like get it all even, and she just gently breathes this purple shimmering mist down, and it was kind of like a combination of like dried meat and fish bits, but dried probably from a year or so ago. And as Pharaoh's doing this, 2 of the dogs that were just kind of like chilling, they run over to the gate and just start drooling.
Hi there.
Can you understand them back, or just you can speak to them?
I think it's how's it written? I can communicate simple ideas.
Okay.
That's all it says.
You hear, hi.
Do you want a treat?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah?
you hear the rest of them kind of like, mine, but it's like, treat. And then all of a sudden you have 12 dogs at the gate, losing their minds.
And they're like my size, right? They're Malamutes.
They're a little bigger than you. Your head is like just above their shoulders, so their heads are above yours.
Yes, I've
And
always
they-
wanted to die from
and they
being
s-
trampled by Malamutes.
And they stand up on the gate, so they're even taller than you when they're up on it.
Hi.
Hi.
And-
Treat.
I start like handing them treats.
Wow. They take it, your hand gets slobbered on, but they seem so happy.
And they're like, friend? You friend? Friend?
Yeah, we're gonna go on so many cool adventures together.
Adventure.
Adventures, yes.
Adventure.
And they're all
Yeah.
like jumping around like dopey dogs and like shouldering each other and nuzzling. They seem super happy.
And you stay with us, and you can have treats. Just
They all-
like that.
They all sit and start wagging their tails furiously.
Yeah. And I'm gonna start like petting some of their heads.
Thanks.
Okay, I could role play this for hours. But
Yeah, right?
So,
he would probably do this for a while. We'll just put it that way.
all right. So yeah, Zeke has a blast with the doggos. Anybody who... Laurel, did you go with Zeke?
for a little bit, but then I went into the caravan.
Okay. All right. So inside, you see Midge and Saxter going over like books and paperwork, and they see you come in, and Sax's like, "Hi, welcome back, welcome back."
Evening, Saxter.
Hi. What's the plan?
We're looking for a caravan, I think.
It was a very eventful day. There's a lot to do to help this town. One of them has a bit of a lead that we have to look into, that we're going to be looking into tomorrow, which Laura mentioned is a caravan.
Midge is flipping through her notes. Clayson wrote a lot, so I've been looking into it. I did hear about the murder as I was writing to Speaker Shane, and she gave me some of the information. Seems like the most recent one happened there in Targos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we might be going that direction.
2 days ago, apparently.
Hey, that's not.
But we
bad times. Murders.
Out of curiosity, Midge, does the name Torga Icevein sound familiar to you?
No.
Okay. Well, I think that's, correct me if I'm wrong, that's the name of the person who runs the caravan that we're looking into?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Elena says that. She's a name given that's related to the caravan we're going to be looking into, so.
Hey, I'll keep my ears out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're gonna head to Targos, I mean, you could, if you left now, you could make it. Well, it'd still be really late. It'd take you probably 3-4 hours to get there. Maybe first in the thing in the morning.
Yeah, we've had a couple ales, a piece.
We're in
Also-
no condition to drive.
Yeah.
The little
Also-
one there made me sober, sister. Not okay with that. And he goes in his room and slams the door. You did the right thing, Clayson. Don't worry.
We do also want to stay in town because we did see someone who I think we'd like to just get a hold of and maybe just talk to, question maybe.
Definitely question for sure. She kind of glances over at Carl,
Yeah.
if he's still in the main hall.
Yeah, he's kind of just quiet, thinking to himself right now.
Well, I can keep my ear out for anybody that doesn't seem like they belong. Well, that is another day in service of the agents of SHAILD, and you have each of you, here you go, here is your pay for the day, and each of you get 1 gold.
Midge,
Hey.
I was just curious.
Sure.
Why can't the dogs sleep in here? I'll share my room with them. I don't know if you've gotten a chance to talk to them, but they are wonderful.
I mean, I talked to them and said they were good dogs, but that was the extent of the conversation. Also,
I bet you they said they were good back.
Oh, I'd believe it. But
Yeah.
also, there's 12 of them, and their stall is bigger than your room. I mean, I could get a
You
room
could
for
make
them.
it bigger.
Aye, but that would take till tomorrow. And
But then after tomorrow, they could sleep in here with us. They're such good dogs, and I don't feel comfortable with them being out there. Like, I'll give up some of my room for them.
you are aware that the caravan will not be travelling everywhere in the 10 towns, and the dogs are so you can get to the other places, right?
Oh, I know, but like they
Okay.
should enjoy some nice, like right now, and then we're gonna go on adventures together. And they are so. Do you know how excited they are to go on adventures? It's just so excited.
I mean, they're dogs. They
Oh, I
usually
bet.
seem happy to be going somewhere and doing something, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure, I will adjust your rooms so that they can fit, but that'll take till tomorrow morning, so they won't
Okay,
get to
okay.
sleep there till you get back from Targos. If that's
Give him
where
something to
you're
look
leaving.
forward to.
If that's where you're going tomorrow. But sure, can do.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
think
where
going to
we were
Targus.
going?
I think so. Well,
Yeah, you had also
Elena?
mentioned looking around town a bit too, so...
I figured that's what we were gathering in here to figure out is what is our next move? Where are we going? If we're going anywhere. Or are we staying in town?
Well, whatever we decide, I'm just going to go tell the pups. Because they are super excited.
And they need to know, of course.
And, well, they need to know when they're going to go on an adventure.
Mm-hmm.
They can get all, like, excited for it.
Sure. Once we finish this meeting, absolutely go report to them right away. Yes.
So,
All right.
what's the plan then?
well, how possible or impossible would it be to find one person in this town?
I mean, given how many people are out and about, you'd have to go to every single building if you don't find them on the streets.
Right.
That's a lot of buildings.
Yeah.
But I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
We have 12 dogs.
This is true.
Does anyone have anything that smells like this person?
Look to call.
Call, do you have anything from Suffolk on your person?
I don't know, GM. Do I have anything?
Not likely.
What about the dagger?
Get them to smell that.
The dagger. Do you think the dagger would have his scent?
Hey, we could
Maybe.
give it a
It'd have
go.
a scent of a few people, actually, if it's not been handled. Well, if it's not been
If
handled,
he's
it's wearing
the murderer,
gloves.
yeah, we don't know.
Oh, that's
just
right. We
know.
don't know that he was the one.
You do know of 2 people that have physically touched it, besides whoever the murderer is, and that's Lynn and Sheriff Southwell. Those are the only 2 people that you are aware of, besides a murderer, who would have physically touched this, like, with their bare hand.
So then the question is, are we trying to find the murderer or are we trying to grab Suffolk? Like, which one do we want to do first? I know we wanted to question him because he was, like, at the house the day before the murder.
Right.
I say we take the morning, comb the city as best we can. If we need to split up in groups, I say no more than groups of... Oh, there's 5 of us, though.
Maybe
A group
Max
of-
can
a group-
join us.
A group of 3 and 2. Let's try not to get the Maxes into any kind of danger or issues.
The Maxes do come inside, and Max was like, I can go looking on an adventure? And his mother's like, absolutely not.
See, the boss
If
speaks.
you want to trust him to watch your back, Zeke, by all means, he can go with you. But I wouldn't trust him to watch my back, and he's my son. Ma!
Well,
Insight check?
Well, there we have it.
Go for it. Absolutely, insight check.
Zeke, the insight guy.
15.
She's telling the truth. She does not trust her own son to watch her back.
You know, Max, maybe you need a good adventure and to show your mom that you can do it. As long as Elena says yes, of course.
I mean, and Midge is like, fine. Elena?
All right, then looks like you're temporarily part of the team. Zeke, you are responsible for him.
Sure, and can I take
Sure.
a dog? Or 2 or 3?
I don't see why not, if they'll follow you.
Yeah. Oh.
I think they will. I think Zeke's very excited about this. Pretty sure. So you'll have 1 or 2 dogs with you? What have you decided on?
I don't know. We'll see who wants to come in the morning.
All right. So I guess teams of 2 and 2 and she kind of gestures vaguely at them. And your group.
Okay, and what's the plan? Are we looking for the really cute guy, or are we looking? Yeah, right.
We're looking
right.
for the really cute guy. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And he wasn't wearing a jacket, right?
Button-up shirt,
Right.
vest, rolled-up sleeves. He was not wearing any cold weather stuff.
Hmm.
But also very vivid blue eyes. That's been the main descriptor that we know of him.
Okay.
Brown hair, I think grays along the sides, and she's
Yeah.
checking the group.
Zeke,
Remember.
with the way Zeke sees patterns, the Cold Light Walker, bright blue, vivid blue. The Aurora, bright, vivid blue. Sapphic eyes, bright, vivid blue. And that's where we're all going to take the long rest. That's something Zeke realizes like as he's falling asleep.
That's fine.
And we're going to go ahead and take our break right there. So we will be back in 5 to 10. Everybody go hydrate up, stretch, all that good stuff, and we'll be back shortly. we're back. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Alright, so the evening goes by, you all get your long rest. Next morning, the morning of the 20th of Nightall. And the day is yours to figure out your teams, select your dogs, and start your investigation of Bryn Shander.
All right. Elena is going to go with Call. And Elena's actually sort of dealing out the teams and just being like, is this good for everyone? Laurel with Farron. I'll go with Call. And we already know Matt and Zeke. And 2 with the dog team. 2 from the dog team. Are we good? Is there anything else that we might need? Or how are we feeling?
No, I think that's good. Should we all meet up at one location? Like the tavern?
Let's
Maybe
say
at
the
the end?
tavern is our meetup place.
Okay. So Farron and I will take south quarters.
Okay. Zeke, where would you like to take?
I'm gonna take Hunter and Kyle. They really enjoyed the snacks yesterday, and I think that they might have taken a little too much, so they need a little running around. So they're gonna come with.
Let's get you to take a look at, if you're able to, east and maybe south quarters. There's technically 2 groups. We're a little uneven, so it's fine.
I thought you guys were breaking up into 4 groups.
Oh wait,
Max and Zeke with 2 dogs. Call and Elena, Laurel and Farron.
That's 3
So
groups.
3.
One
Yes,
group of
3.
4,
Sorry, yes,
one group
3.
of 4,
3 groups. Yes,
and 2 groups of 2.
I got this.
It's okay.
So east and southeast. Is that what you said?
East and
You could-
west. If
You could
possible,
split
or-
up the town into thirds. It is
Yeah.
essentially a circle.
Okay.
So cut this pie into thirds. So if you would basically have from the east gate to town hall to the council hall, that would be Zeke's third.
And
I
Elena
can
indicates
Draw
that piece of the pie.
on the map. Here we go. Zeke's. And then we can do splitting it kind of like that. I mean, you can split it up however you want, but essentially thirds.
Yeah. So like
Okay.
that.
Seems fair.
So Zeke, you
Yeah.
have
So you.
Maxwell, Hunter, and Kyle, you said? Okay.
Yes, I did.
Alright,
So Zeke and you are southeast. It looks like. Southwest will be Laurel and Farron, and Call and I are taking the north.
Alright. I would like one person from each of the group to roll initiative. So of the 3 groups, one person roll initiative. Maxwell
I
will not
was
roll
2.
because he has a -2.
You've got the critical hat on.
You do.
I rolled a 7
Okay.
for Max and I.
Okay. Call got a
It's just for turn
4.
order, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Laurel or Farron?
11.
11. Okay. All right. So starting with Laurel and Farron, you have the westernmost side. Can I have? How are you going to go about this investigation? Do you plan on trying to check in any
Oof.
houses, or you just want to walk around the streets?
I just figure we kind of snake up and down and ask anyone we see if they've seen someone of that description. Especially any guard people.
Can I try something weird with my primeval awareness?
Sure.
I know it says it goes out to the radius of a mile. Can I try to tighten that to the size of town and see if it pings anything that way?
What's your spellcasting modifier? Is it wisdom?
Ooh.
Wisdom, yeah.
Roll a wisdom check for me.
Ooh, that's real not good. That's a 5.
Nope, it is a
No.
mile.
It's a mile. Do I have any pings in that mile?
You sense... I know it doesn't say a number, like, but you sense probably a handful, maybe 10 undead.
Okay.
One of them feels a little closer than the others, but you're not really sure.
Okay. I'll relay that to you, Laurel. Just let you know that something's off. And it's got an undeady vibe to it.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. I wonder if there's an animal I know that could smell out death.
Make a wisdom check.
Make a wisdom check. Okay.
Wisdom. We're the wise group.
Yeah. Okay. This die has given me a 6 every time tonight.
Better than a 20 every time, at least on my end, because this is more fun.
Well, it's a 9. It's 9 total.
Any
Blech.
Any hunting animal would have a good scent. Good ability to scent things.
Right. I could be a dog, but I don't think just a...
They do have advantage on smell.
Do you think that would be helpful, Farron?
We can try it. I mean, I can ask Yami, but that could be a mixed bag.
I turn into a mastiff.
Okay. You can go ahead and make a perception check at advantage using either your perception or the mastiff's, whichever is better. It's probably yours.
Mine is, yes. So just a regular perception roll?
At advantage.
At advantage. 12. Oh, 6s! What's with the 6s? Okay. Sorry, that is 17 total. And so Laurel is like this really jowly mastiff.
You don't pick up the smell of death. You do pick up the smells of meat, kind of like you can, if you're following those traces, they lead you to anybody's home that they're probably cooking within.
Trying to ignore that, even though she can't help it, and they just drool, like lots of drool.
It is starting to kind of freeze to your jowls. It's pretty cold. You don't... How long throughout the day are you going to look?
Oh, I guess we didn't really say, did we? I guess as long as it took to comb through our quadrant, our
Okay. Your
Right.
area of responsibility.
Trigram.
Our trident.
Can I have 2 more sets of perception checks from Laurel at advantage, and can I have 3 perception checks from Farron, or survival nature, whichever you choose. But Laurel, you have advantage on perception specifically, so. You're sniffing
Can I
things
do
out.
one of each just to?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay.
I'd like to point out that that die rolled another 6, and I rolled a dirty 20 with the other die. So,
So the one that rolled a 6 again, throw it away. Use the new dice.
You get one more as well, or is that the 6 and the 20? Those are your 2 more rolls because you get 2 more rolls at advantage.
Okay. That's a natural 20, so 25.
Okay. So throughout the day, Farron, what'd you get?
I got a 6 on survival. I got a 9 on nature, and I got a 15 on perception.
Okay. You are absolutely fascinated with this dog version of Laurel sniffing things. That you don't find any tracks. You don't see anything unnatural. Laurel, again, you don't smell death. You don't smell rotting meat. Chances are that's due to the temperature. However,
Right.
when you get kind of towards the northern end of town, closer to where the North Look is,
Yeah.
you smell something different. Like, it's not human anymore, or it's not alive anymore, but it doesn't smell like death. It's
She
weird.
lets out this little, like, roof, roof.
Do you follow the scent?
Yeah. Her tail starts wagging a little. She
What
starts
what
going
is
a little
it?
quicker.
Mastiff Laurel stiff. What? Zeke fell down a well?
It leads you over towards the North Look and to the place where you saw Sefik.
Is it like the same exact spot?
The same set of footprints, the same spot.
I just found the same footprints. That's it.
But you
Okay.
have his scent now.
But I have his scent now. Okay, can I just start following that then?
It would have probably taken you the better portion of the day to get that. So that would probably be at the end of your guys' investigation. So, Zeke, you had a 7? Or did you have
The 7 sounds right. Yeah, the 7.
the 4? Okay. So, Zeke, Maxwell, Hunter, and Kyle.
I am so excited. I don't even know. Do you want me to RP this? Do you want me to?
You can just, if you want to, you can absolutely RP it. I don't mind that whatsoever.
I don't even know.
If you
I
just
feel
want to
like
give a
they
rough
might be
explanation.
like, they might be preoccupied talking about the Nominati.
I will let you make 3 checks at disadvantage. Whatever checks
Okay.
you want for however you're looking for this. Wisdom, nature, survival, perception, whatever you want. Let me know what they are, but make them at disadvantage because you're distracted by talking with Zeke. Or Maxwell.
Okay, I'm gonna do perception
Okay.
for all. You said 3.
Yes.
Okay, for all 3 of them. And for the record, he is trying to convince the dogs of the Nominati as well.
Okay. I will allow
Okay.
you to use guidance on these checks if you so choose.
Oh, well, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, oh wow, that was actually really good. Okay. So the first one is a 22
Okay. With disadvantage?
with disadvantage. Yeah, I've rolled
Nice.
really well.
Nice.
The second one is a 17. Ooh, the last one's going to be really bad. The last one is a 9.
Okay. So, straight out, you and Maxwell are on it. You are looking up and down, checking things out. Going through the southeastern portion of town, you're not finding much. It's a little more on the abandoned side towards here. And you get thinking about what you saw by Black Iron Blades. You head back towards the general center of town, and you're looking for any other spot that you could possibly... that somebody might have gone on. And you don't see any other places. That's when Maxwell's like, Harry, so, tell me. Tell me more. I need to know everything. And you're still kind of on it. You're like, no. We got to keep looking. You do find a couple of the abandoned houses look to have had squatters in them, at least.
Okay.
Not like there's no fires, nothing like that. Just definitely disturbed frost, some fresh hay patches down. Like, people have been kind of hiding out. And then Max was like, Mr. Zeke, I need to know. And you spend the rest of the day with the dogs and Maxwell, enraptured. Call in Elena.
Hi.
So you have the northeastern part of town, which actually includes like the most still active buildings. That has Black Iron Blades, that has the North Look, it has House of the Morning Lord, and a number of homes that are still well lived in the general area towards center of town.
Cal, out of curiosity, would you happen to know, is there any other points of interest in this area aside from the House of the Morning Lord?
Black Iron Blades and the North Look Inn.
Okay. Do you have any ideas where we might go? I mean, we went to the House of the Morning Lord already. Do you think it's worth another look, or this is your friend we're looking for, after all? Excuse me.
Yeah, I have no clue. I don't even know why he would be up here. So,
well, let's just start looking.
Okay.
Let's just start looking.
As I assume the two of you are like the most on top of what you're actually doing and not getting distracted, one of you can make 3 checks at advantage: perception, survival, investigation, whatever you want. One person can make 3 checks. Like if like Call wants to make 1 or 2 of them and Lena wants to make 1 or 2 of them, that works as well.
Survival was one of them. Sean, how's good your survival?
Well, my survival's -1, so.
Okay, I don't mind doing all 3 unless you have any other ones that are good. Investigation's good for me too. That's a +3.
Yeah, you can make all.
Okay. That's an 18.
Okay.
It's another 18. And then a 23 for the last one.
Okay. So the two of you head back to the last place you had any suspicions. You head straight to the North Look Inn. And not finding anything further there, you head back to the last place you know. Tilnamella's house and the Black Iron Blades. With the information Zeke had given you all the day before, he noticed like the disturbed snow, and thinking back to the disappearing, if the window wasn't disturbed like Farron and Zeke say, It's absolutely likely he used some form of magic, whoever this murderer was, to teleport in. And it's probably the same type of magic that Cephik used to disappear. Judging by the way he was purported to be dressed out in the cold weather, you can assume he's resistant or immune to cold. That dagger dealt cold damage. Things are starting to add up. While you're in the area of the Black Iron Blades, you do hear a small commotion inside. It sounds kind of like arguing. Not heated, but arguing. And you hear them saying, "The shipment never arrived. We're not going to be able to make anything. What are we going to do?" "I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do. Do we start taking apart the forge and turning that? I don't know. Maybe we can hire somebody to take care of it and investigate. I don't know. I heard there was some agents about." That's about all you catch from that. Do you investigate that further, or do you keep looking around?
I mentioned it to... Oh, I actually relayed all back to Call.
I don't... If it just sounds like people arguing, Call would be still looking for Sniffy.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna focus on that then.
Alright. You head over towards the area of the House of the Morning Lord. And with that 23, you're able to find 3 more buildings that have similar strangely appearing and strangely disappearing sets of footprints. They are the exact same size and gait as the previous ones. One of the houses you definitely notice it in is the backside of Tilma Mello's house.
Are these fresh footprints?
It hasn't really snowed in the past day, so you can at least gather that they're no more than 2 days old.
Okay.
That would probably be about the time you would all be reconvening towards probably mid-afternoonish.
Laurel sees the other dogs and goes running towards them.
Oh my goodness! Hello, little one! Who are you? You're so cute!
Laurel would be so big compared to Zeke.
Would Zeke like recognize any like defining features, or would he just think that this is another dog?
It would be another dog, but the thoughts and ideas that you're kind of getting the way you get from the other ones, they're much bigger, broader, and seem more intelligent. So this doesn't seem like your average dog, but it looks like one.
Zeke can still... Ooh, interesting.
Zeke can talk
Where
to
did you come from? Oh my goodness, you are just the cutest little big thing.
I try and... Hey guys, come over and sniff these footprints over here. I'm talking to the other dogs as a dog.
They look to Zeke.
Would I hear her? Mm-hmm. Do I recognize that it's Laurel, or
maybe?
Where is Hazel?
Probably
in
the caravan.
Probably in the caravan.
Oh, okay.
How about just a properly timed Elena going by, because I'm pretty sure she would have seen... I want to say Laurel have shape changed into something just...
Oh, yeah.
Laurel?
Lo-
That's Laurel.
Laurel? Well, I didn't know you could do this. You're just so cute. And he'll start
know, right?
like rubbing behind your ear, and
Oh,
She's like nearly 200 pounds of just drooling mastiff. Just.
he will try to give you one of the dog treats.
He will. Yes, accept that dog treat. Also, Laurel's like, get on my back.
I will try to climb up her back.
Yes, she kind of scoots down so you can get up there easy, and you have a mount.
This is great.
You are twice your height, Zeke. It's amazing.
I can see so much Nominati up here.
Guys. I try to get the other dogs. I'm like, woof, 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 woof. Guys.
Adventure?
Guys,
Smells?
Come sniff. Yeah, come
Sniffs.
sniff. Over
Sniffs.
here.
Sniffs.
I
Yeah,
go
sniff
to
all the things. Sniff all the
go to
things.
the footprints and nose the footprints.
Do you just kind of run off to them, Laurel?
Come on, guys. Well, with Zeke on my back,
Are-
kind of carefully
Okay.
trotting.
Okay. So
I
you
don't-
all get there. The dogs start sniffing the footprints. On the way back, on the way to the spot, Laurel, you start to feel like your transformation's gonna end.
Okay. Zeke, this was fun, but I think I gotta turn back into like a person again.
Oh, okay. Maybe next time.
Yeah, next time.
I'll gently slide off her back.
And Laurel doesn't just do it right in the middle of the square because, I don't know, she goes to a discreet location to...
Yeah, there's plenty of
Turn
alleyways
back.
between buildings.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, so you transform back and continue onward. The dogs sniff the footprints as per they were instructed, and they start sniffing up.
What do you see, boy? What do you see?
Roof? Roof? Roof.
It, like bark? Arf, arf.
Roof. Top. Roof.
Oh, a roof. Oh, I thought you were saying rough. Oh. And he'll look up.
Smells like on roof. I smell on roof. Smell up there.
You think it went up? How do we get up there? Laurel, do you know how to get up there? How do we get up there? And we got a rope.
I think I can get up there.
Yeah, go look.
All right, I'm going to cast jump on myself.
Okay. So that
And
triples your jump, right?
Yeah, and I'm gonna just jump as high as I can.
Okay. Make an athletics check, and I'll let you do it at advantage.
What is the smell? Does Yami have a good sense of smell?
It's not terrible, but it's not special either.
Okay.
Did you say athletics?
Yes.
That's a 22.
You all watch as Farron kind of does a little symbol, and then his legs glimmer a little bit, and then they look like normal. He's like, "Be right back," and he just kind of like hunches down and jumps straight up. And lands
I
on the
didn't
roof.
know you could do that.
Incredible.
I just pictured Inspector Gadget legs.
Yes.
Go gadget legs.
He could do that.
Wow.
That's amazing.
All
That
right,
is...
what do I see up here?
So
That
you
is some Nominati shit.
So you land up on the roof,
Actually,
and you see footprints walking across the roof to the other side.
I'll follow them.
You follow them to the edge. You see them on the next building, and the next building, and the next building.
Oh.
I'm gonna yell, "Follow me," because I know this doesn't last long, and I'm gonna go as fast as I can and try to track them down.
If Call is anywhere nearby, like Elena's just gonna flash just like an excited, like, we got something.
They lead you back. So you guys all watch as Farron is Hulk jumping across the city.
Jeez. I'm out of shape.
And it is tough to keep up with him because he is just... Why do I always have somebody that just jumps in my campaign?
Just lucky, I guess.
I don't hate it. So, Farron, it leads you back to Black Iron Blades, and that's the last place you find the footprints. Looking down, you see them behind Tilna Mental's house again. And with the information that Call and Elena would have given you about where they saw stuff, you would gather that these will lead to the other thing. So there seems to be a weird circuit, almost to throw somebody off. But when you do get to the Black Iron Blades, you do notice some fresher footprints. And as you all arrive at the base of Black Iron Blades, how's it going, Call? And you all turn, and in the alleyway is a man with black hair and a ponytail, silver wing stripes, nice blue vest, blue button-up shirt folded up, and steely, ice-cold blue eyes. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Knew it. Fucking knew it.
Okay, but on a scale of, like charisma 3 to 21, where is this guy?
Probably a 22.
Oh, God.
He has chiseled jaw, nice cheekbones. He's got a little bit of a goatee going on there. He's got like that little smirk, like he knows what's going on. Call, I will say, he looks like he has a confidence you've never seen him with.
Shit.
Sus. Awfully sus.
Sussy little baka.
Yeah. You sure that we can't just keep on going a little further?
And the guy may have been angled at a 3/4 angle so we can get a look at the goods. I mean, he's attractive, right? Yeah.
I have a good
This is
top
the
down
player
view.
speaking.
What do I see from the top down?
Yeah, does he have a bald spot that he's trying to hide?
Does he have that cake?
Call's walking back to the thing. He don't want to hear this.
Does he got... What did you say, Farron?
Does he have that cake?
Yeah, that cake.
He's leaning against the wall. It's hard to tell.
Damn.
I'll find out.
Thanks, man.
Next time.
Outstanding.